please stand for the academic procession.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and a well for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I'd like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Durug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Budri Warragul, everyone. Good evening. And Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this evening. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarrabundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabarongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bullangai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here this evening. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of the creeks as they have done here for the past 20 to 30,000 years. So this is not an ideal or some dream. This is normal life for us and for the longest time. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world and within us, I like to believe. So graduands, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective future. Thank you. Yano.
Distinguished guests, I'm pleased to introduce Pro-Chancellor of Macquarie University, Professor Nick Mansfield.
Thanks very much, Chris, for your welcome to country. It's an honour for the university to receive your welcome onto country. We're here to celebrate education, its meaning and importance, and it adds a lot of value to the ceremony to be able to connect it to the long traditions of wisdom, learning and knowledge that have been taking place on this site for many thousands of years. So thank you. Colleagues, guests, families and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, our graduands. It's my distinct honour and pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. I bring our graduands and their guests a special greeting from the Macquarie University Council, the university's governing body. It's our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. Now I see and hear that we have a number of small children and maybe even a baby or two here this evening, and I want everyone to know that they are especially welcome. I also want you to know that we do not expect small children to remain either still or quiet during the course of the ceremony, a long ceremony. This is very much an event for families, and young children are especially welcome. Today is a milestone day. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you about to graduate. Completing a university degree is not an easy thing. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you've made many sacrifices along the way in pursuit of this end goal. You've worked very hard to get to this point, and you should feel proud of what you've accomplished. We as a university are certainly very proud of your achievements, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduands here with us as invited guests. The fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to join them in one of the most important days of their lives is proof positive that you've been a really significant influence. So to our invited guests, Congratulations to you too, and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. Now, graduates mightn't realise it, but we're about to participate in one of Europe's oldest social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say around 1500, and look to see what social institutions were around in the West at that time and have continued and remain with us today, you'd only find that there are about 60. They include the Roman Catholic Church, the Parliaments of England, Iceland, and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons. All of the rest of the institutions that were around at that time and are still around today are universities. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns very like the ones you're wearing now and participating in ceremonies not unlike this one. And since those earliest graduations, the ceremony has remained almost unchanged, a defining feature in the life of every university and its students now around the world. Now, we all realise that Macquarie University is not one of those ancient institutions. In fact, it's only about 60 years of age. And though we're among the younger universities in the world, we're very proud to take part in this time-honoured ceremony today. We all know that youth has its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern, outward-looking and forward-looking institution. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, engagement and impact. We're continually progressing and extending our partnerships, our course offerings and our facilities. We have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery, and our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. Even though the recent few years have been a period of great challenge for all of us, it remains a very exciting time for the university amidst much change, and as the vision for this remarkable campus continues to unfold. Macquarie University has over 220,000 graduates living in more than 140 countries around the world. It's clear that we're looking forward, we're on the move, and so, of course, are you. Some of the things we all value about Macquarie University, however, will never change. The friendliness, inclusiveness and approachability of our staff and students is something often commented upon by visitors to the university, both from across Australia and around the world. That's an inherent part of the university's culture, part of its founding ethos, and we intend that it will always remain so. Remember, you will always be welcome on the Macquarie campus. Macquarie University will always be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community, where we have shared values, where we share things in common and where we care about each other, even when our points of view views on many issues might diverge. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. Guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduates, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University on this grand occasion. Just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. But it's now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Catherine Brenner. Catherine is the Chair of Australian Payments Plus, BPay, FPOS, NPP, Connect ID, and a non-executive director of Centre Group, the owner and operator of Westfield, the carbon ratings business MI, the George Institute for Global Health and Schools Plus. She was previously chair of AMP Limited and a non-executive director of a number of ASX-listed companies, including Boral, Coca-Cola, Amatil. She was also a trustee of the Sydney Opera House Trust and the Art Gallery of New South Wales, and a member of the Takeovers panel. Catherine's a fellow of the Australian Institute of Company Directors and a panel member of Adara Partners. She's also been a senior investment banker, and we're proud to say she's an alumna of Macquarie University with a Bachelor of Economics and LLB and also an MBA. I now invite Catherine Brenner to deliver the occasional address.
Presiding Officer, members of faculty, staff, distinguished guests, family and friends, and the stars of today, the postgraduates and the graduates. Congratulations on achieving this extraordinary and wonderful milestone. You should be deservedly extremely proud of yourselves and of your efforts. Looking around, there is no doubt that your family and friends are. It is a great privilege to be here today on Wallumattagal land, where so many leaders of the Darug Nation over millennia, and also here today, have gathered to teach, to learn, and to mark important occasions. And I pay my deepest respects to all First Nations people here. About 30 years ago, when I was sitting where you are now, wearing an academic gown with a golden trim, a mortarboard, and a dress that I had made, copied from the cover of a recent Vogue magazine. My parents were there, having taken leave from their jobs, and had driven the very long drive from our hometown. They had both been to Teachers College and had each built on this, achieving bachelor's and master's degrees through studying part-time and doing long residential stints in the school holidays. I had the privilege of attending university full-time, the first in my family to do so. I'm not sure that I really appreciated then what they had sacrificed and had done to give me the opportunity to study here at Macquarie University and to live in a residential college. As I am now raising my own children and have 2 daughters who have moved away to attend university, I think that I appreciate a little more how they felt. The pride, and perhaps relief and some slight anxiety, and the great hope that I would have a good life, find a job that I looked forward to every day, and all the other things that parents hope for. So 3 decades on, me wearing a shop-bought outfit, after a flight and rather than a long drive, and perhaps a few more grey hairs all round, I am humbled and overwhelmed that my parents are here again today, having asked if they could attend this afternoon. Thank you, Mum and Dad, for being exceptional role models as a couple, as parents, as professionals, and in your own individual ways, for all that you have taught me and for the opportunities that you have given me. I recall that the occasional address at my graduation was given by the late Professor Alf Pollard, the father and the doyen of actuarial studies in this country and at this university. I had the privilege of being taught by one of his sons and of using in first-year finance the textbook of another of his sons, An Actuarial Dynasty. Professor Pollard talked about occupational excellence, about doing your best work with your best effort and always caring about what you were doing and who would be the end recipient of your work, even if your task was but a small one. This is advice that I pass on to you. You create most of your own opportunities by doing this. You learn new skills, you get great satisfaction, and people notice you. While certainly I don't expect you to recall any of my words in 30 years' time, I do hope that you will remember the sense of achievement that you are feeling today. That you will recall those here in person and in spirit who have helped you to achieve this goal, whether it be your parents, your families, your partner, friends, or your teachers. I also hope that you will hold on to the feeling of accomplishment, ambition, and gratitude from today, as you will need to draw on it throughout your career and your life. When I was sitting where you are today, or as it was in E7B, I had the good fortune to have a graduate offer, but I was in the minority. It was in the midst of the recession that we had to have, or so the then Treasurer told us. The RBA official cash rate was coming off levels of 17.5%, with mortgage rates in the 20%. Unemployment was over 10%, and youth unemployment was just under 20%. Some of the country's largest professional service firms had just made the first mass layoffs in their history, and many of my friends and fellow graduates were somewhat worried about their future. Not having yet secured employment, many having had graduate offers rescinded, and are applying for a whole array of jobs while still working in their student jobs. In preparation for today, I reconnected and called some of these fellow alumni and dropped others a message on LinkedIn or via email. And the absolutely overwhelming message from those for whom it took a little longer to find a graduate job, or who didn't secure what they necessarily thought would be their preferred choice, all said that it was serendipitous and turned out to be a blessing. It opened their eyes to wider opportunities, to industries that they didn't even know existed, to roles that they had not contemplated, that they wouldn't have achieved the good and great things, the rewarding things that they have done. Life isn't linear, and your career definitely isn't. Look for doors that might be slightly ajar and walk through them. In fact, walk up to interesting doors, turn the handle and walk in. Grasp opportunities. Say, yes, I'll have a go at that. Apply for everything. If you don't get an interview, it's more likely about the process than you, and don't take it to heart. At least the first review, if not the second review as well, of your applications will be done by AI or a trained algorithm. It's not about who you are as a person, your capability, or your worth. Particularly to the women, do not self-select out of even applying for roles because you think that you may not have all on the list that they're looking for. Apply anyway. Tell them why you would be a terrific team member for them. To you all, always remain curious and constantly learning. Be audacious in your ideas and in the pursuit of them, and always, always treat everyone that you encounter with dignity and respect. Give yourself time to think, to reflect, time away from devices. There is a reason that why the great ideas, the approach that finally breaks open a solution, a wicked problem, generally comes in the shower, whilst gazing out a window, or when lying in bed in the dark. Finally, things won't always go to plan. There will be hard things that are your responsibility, that you may have inherited, that no matter how hard you work, how smart you are, that you can't fix. Bad things may happen that you don't deserve, that are unfair, and others may not behave as they should. You will also make mistakes and misjudge things. As hard and as awful and as soul-destroying that this is, you will need to pick yourself up and keep going. But you will have grown and built your character. It is never, never irretrievable. And as bad as it feels at the time, you will be a better person for it, and you'll be amazed what comes out of it in a positive way. Trust me. The strength to do this will come from different places for us all, perhaps from family, spirituality, or friends. These are some of what I call the big rocks. The big rocks that you must put in first. The most important things: family, friends, sleep. Put them in before all the little rocks, the less important things. Once they're in, you can then fit in the gravel and the sand. You have all had your university experience greatly impacted by lockdowns and greatly impeded opportunities to get to know many fellow students. But I strongly encourage you to do what you can to build connections, whether through alumni groups, professional associations, making that extra effort to arrange a catch-up for coffee, a drink or lunch with people that you've met here or been in tutorials with, even if they've been online or through a group assignment, or even introducing yourself to the person sitting next to yourself today and making a connection. Put in the extra effort with your work colleagues and get to know them. These relationships will form the thread through your professional and even personal lives. You will encounter and draw on them at unexpected times and in unforeseen ways, and they on you. Invest now. It is such an overwhelming and wonderful privilege to be standing before you today, a day that marks the culmination of many years of study and of hard work. You are on the cusp of an exciting new chapter in your lives. Our nation and the world need bold measures. You are in a great, an extraordinary country with the most powerful tools of all, your freedom and your education. Grasp that hard-earned degree and go forth and build something magnificent and good with it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Catherine, very much for giving up your time to come today and for those warm and inspiring words. Thank you. As Pro-Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today and conferring degrees on those who've complied with the university's requirements for awards. I now call on our Registrar, Professor Rawdon Wilkinson, to formally certify the eligibility of those who've met the requirements for awards.
Pro-Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being present here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Pro-Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Pro-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor Vito Malika, Head of the Department of Applied Finance at the Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates.
Pro-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School represents the modern version of the long and storied history at this university of teaching the next generation of leaders in the fields of economics, finance, actuarial sciences, business analytics, marketing, management and accounting. Our school prides itself on a simple and singular focus: you to the power of us. The great economist and philosopher Amartya Sen, winner of the 1998 Nobel Prize in Economics, once said that true liberty is to have the freedom to live the life one has reason to value. So it follows that our true purpose at Macquarie Business School is to empower you, our students, to lead the lives you have reason to value. We give you both feet and wings. Feet in the foundational training of mathematics and philosophy, recast in the modern disciplines of management, economics, marketing and beyond. And wings, so you find inspiration in the grand problems of our time and have the ability to soar high. Profound change is upon us today. The scale and combination of demographic, economic, political, technological, environmental and societal change poses tremendous risk to people and planet alike. Our society faces escalating geopolitical tension at the same time as we wrestle with climate change, energy transition, income inequality, and the fragmentation of news channels. I have every confidence that each of you who sits before us today will rise and join the highest echelons of leadership in Australia and within our region. Sitting amongst us are tomorrow's CEOs, members of Parliament, entrepreneurs, public administrators, not-profit leaders, and perhaps even future academics. So as you leave this place, I want you to remember this most important question as a Macquarie University graduate. Macquarie University is a public university, committed to the public good. Therefore, when difficult, ethical, societal challenges come our way, the question you must ask yourself, how will I serve? Pro-Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Macquarie Business School who have been admitted to the degrees or awarded diplomas. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Commerce and Master of Finance, Mongazul Bayaskalan. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Global Masters of Business Administration, Nandita Alva. Kiran Chanagawada. Simon Fitzgerald. Thomas Hong. Kirsty Lustal. Jane Maslin. Kerry Muskins. Michelle Playu. David Poter. Anwar Salim. Novan Setrikian. Timothy Sutherland. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Applied Finance, Budika Abrahama. Thomas Agnew. Isaac Bedana. Sanjay Bajwani. Young Yoi Choi. Christopher Ephraim's, awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Rhiannon Fraser. Suzanne Ha. Hannah Henderson Smith. Fu Lee. Shengyu Liao. Matthew McCready. Daniel McDonald. Sarah McIntyre. Clinton Montero. Everett O'Shea. Matthew Piratina. Emma Potoczki. Jenny Quilfelt. Philip Shaya. Mark Stewart. Anthony White. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Banking and Finance. Subakta Arin Duger. Sevinjav Borg. Cho Yi Chen. Bhathi Singh Choijil Jamba. Shweta Dalal. Biam Bhagat Antikivan. Mohammed Hussain. Asha Ya. Sagar Kumar. Yushindwo Lee. Diane Natalisa. Zoe Neo. Akanksha Patel. Ibad Rehman. Ria Sharma. Nidhi Shrestha. Zerchen Wang. Ba Quan Ying. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration. John Abdel Sateh. Verand Abulian. Samiha Bukhtiar. James Boyer. Sean Bryce. Nico Cabrera. Jose Gonzalez. Paul Casey. Melinda Chadwick. Lindsay Chapman. Jessie Lee I. Chung. Christopher Connolly. Rowena Croft. David Cyrus. Andrea Dalziel. Mitesh Duble. Borcha Dimitrovsky. Hannah Duran. Yan Fang. Jonathan Forage. Kate Froggatt. Marie Gallagher. Anna Irius. Yuanjuan Gui. Hari Sankar. Alexander Hickton. Claire Hodgson. Bruce Hume. David Hunt. Ezin Queen Joshua. Virabhadra Kurumili. Vicky Leidegerber. Bo Lee. Dennis Lim. Clement Loy. Sarah Quaylo. Pratik Mahajan. Srinath Majumdar. Rima Macon. Bhavani Marks. Joseph McDonnell. Sam Moradi. Naveen Muntena. Timothy Neal. Inwern Ung. Daryl Nightingale. Eliza Nolan. Stephanie Obiri Azray. Arvind Panchal. Stephanie Parker. Lino Pizzaro. James Phillips. Purendra Rai. Joel Robertson. Rateb Salim. Natasha Sanjay. Babua Sheikh. Kuldeep Sharma. Jacqueline Siharpone. Vignesh Sriram. Michael Steele. Claire Stevenson. Hui She Tan. Judith Thomas. Tanik Ayutaya. Vasant Venkat Ramani. Daniel Wong. Yanshun Leung. Andrew Wing. Stevie Ring. Yen Zhang. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Commerce. Umanga Bandari. Mangsarat Karanza. Etchem Ilte. Ayushi Ya. Shivank Kaushik. Nayeon Lee. Ying Wu. May Ko. Andreas Alfaro. Tawia Nick Abe. Lei Fan. Eve Buenaventura. Yingxi Shen. Dennis Tamia. Baihui Shin. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Finance, Raul Granzna. Lanza. Faye Lanza. Raul Grazna. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Business, Jiao Fang. Melva Makusi. Haston Xavier. Novi Paradaro. Arushna Patil. Arun Raman. Priyanka Shakya. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Management. Fadeh Yimi Ade Yimi. Serena Saval. Quinn Kong. Fernandez Hirawan. Kunika Katri. Jarrell Lamdash. Elim Salino. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Graduate Diploma of Applied Finance, Mohammed Bouyan. Rakesh Daya Nani. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Graduate Diploma of Management, Daniel Geretto. Pro-Chancellor, a higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Masters of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Research for a thesis entitled Barriers to Circular Entrepreneurship in Australia, an Institutional Perspective, Swati Awana. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality, shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. For a thesis entitled In Search of Fox Searchlight Entertainment Pictures, an ethnographic organisational biography of a specialty film studio from 1994 to 2009, Dr. Philip Betts. For a thesis entitled Empirical Studies on Corporate Financial Risk, Dr. Yi Zheng. Pro-Chancellor, that completes this evening's presentation of the graduates from the Macquarie Business School.
Pro-Chancellor, I call on Ejim Ilter, who graduated with a Master of Commerce, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Ejim Ilter.
Good evening, Pro-Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests. I started my master's journey in January 2020 and was looking forward to enjoying our campus and forming new friendships. A couple of weeks into the semester, the whole world went into lockdown and I quickly realised I would be living a totally different university experience than what I had imagined. It's amazing how life works. One moment, we think we have the perfect plan for ourselves, and the next, we are grateful it didn't turn out the way we originally thought. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. We had many opportunities over the last 3 years. We mastered how Zoom works, learned how to engage in class through a virtual platform, and still managed to complete group projects. For some, there were cultural and language barriers, as well as time zone differences for those joining from overseas. It was tough. Thank you to our lecturers and tutors for doing your best to improve engagement during Zoom sessions. We couldn't have done it without you. That being said, graduates, we did it. It may... It may not have been easy, but we're here, and we should be really proud of ourselves. This gown and cap not only show that we are graduating, but also symbolises our hard work and dedication. These last couple of years showed me how strong and resilient we can be and how we can achieve our goals despite whatever challenge life throws at us. I really hope you take some time today to realise how far you have come, how much effort you have put into finishing this degree, and where this will take you next. The opportunities are endless, and you have the power to create the life you want to live. I believe this because I've experienced it myself. As a kid, I wanted to work in a professional corporate job. At the same time, I wanted to have the freedom and power to travel the world and experience new cultures and explore new places. I have been working at a bank for the last 3 years and currently in the credit space, and really living the dream of that child at GEM. I have travelled across Europe and currently working and exploring Australia. It really can be done. All you need to do is know what you want, show up, and take risks to create the life you want to live. Be open to opportunities, and you may be surprised at what amazing things life throws at you. I would like to also thank my mum and brothers for always being by my side and for supporting me through my journey. We made it. And thank you for accepting me the way I am, even though I do scare you sometimes when I'm diving in the middle of the ocean or doing bungee jumping somewhere in the world. I am thinking of doing skydiving, but we'll see where that goes. I love you. Well, that's all from me. Thank you for listening, and congratulations to us.
Thanks very much, Etcha, for those words, and congratulations again.
Congratulations.
O mia bambina caro, mi piace bello e bello
Yes, that was Miss Angela Brewer, who was the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. Will you please join me again in congratulating her for that terrific performance? Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On the organ, Heather Mowen-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Miss Melanie McLaughlin. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank representatives from our alumni community who've come today to help celebrate the occasion. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it certainly does not represent the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you're now part of the bigger Macquarie family. Our alumni network, which, as I mentioned earlier, has over 220,000 members in over 140 countries, now welcomes you to its fold. We look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, to undertake further study, or simply to visit our beautiful surrounds and reminisce about the good times you spent here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. We urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry. We urge you to set ambitious goals for yourselves. We urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you this far. And remember, the world isn't only changed by the great leaps forward made by an Albert Einstein or a Marie Curie, but by the many contributions, both small and large, of people just like you. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and leaders. So we urge you to always give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You don't have to do much sometimes to make a real difference to someone's life. Sometimes a small gesture or a kind word can mean an enormous amount. We challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. Our hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of our community. And in all you do, we charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It's also our hope that you always remember the people who've helped you along the way, many of whom are here with us this evening. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. First, I'd like all our new graduates to please stand up. Now place your testamers on your seats and turn around to face your families and friends. And now it's time to give them a mighty round of applause. Okay, turn around now. With me on the dais are representatives from the... Don't sit down. Representatives from our academic staff who've led, supported and advised you throughout your journey here. So please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing. Do pick up your testamers from the seats behind you. We don't want you to leave them behind. The official party will soon leave the graduation hall, followed by the graduates. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation that's been played at ceremonies like this one over the centuries. There's an age-old set of Latin words which go to this music, which begin Gaudiemus igitur dum sumus juvenes. In translation, this means, therefore let us rejoice, we will always be young. The song speaks in a whimsical way of youth and age at the same time, the brevity of life and the inevitability of death, of state and city, and of happiness. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, and above all, with happiness. Now might I ask everyone to please stand. Shortly, I'll lead the official party from the hall, followed by the graduates in procession. I then invite everyone to follow the graduates out of the hall and to meet on the terrace behind the building to enjoy some light refreshments. In closing today's wonderful celebration of your achievements, I say again, Gaudeamus igitur, therefore let us rejoice.